Hello, fellow creatives. Welcome back once again to Redeemers Graphics Academy YouTube channel. It's been a while. In today's video, we are going to be working on a very simple label design. Alright, this pertains to a fruit juice label design. Now, without much ado, we want to just delve right in and start work on our design. So the very first thing you need to do, as always, is to create a new document. Remember, we can use the shortcut Ctrl N in creating a new document, or possibly click on a plus icon we have right here. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and use Ctrl N for that. Ctrl N, which opens up a dialog box. This dialog box allows us to specify the name of the design, the page dimensions, the page view, presets, number of pages, and so forth. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and give this reduce label design. Good. Then with the page dimension, we're going to be using a page dimension of centimeters. Alright, and so the width is going to be 15 and the height at 3 centimeters. Very good. Then with that, you go ahead and click on OK. Click on OK. Good. So this is what we are going to have. Alright, so this is the design space we are going to be having all our design elements placed within. Now, the very next thing you need to do is to import all your design elements. Import all your design elements. Guys, you already know the way to import design elements. So we use the shortcut Ctrl I in importing design elements. If you don't really want to go with the shortcut, you can simply go ahead and click on this very icon here. This very icon here, which says import Ctrl I. Alright, so this takes you to your storage. Let's click on that and see. Now, here we are in our storage. So you need to locate where your design resources are. Now, I have mine in a folder called Fruit Juice Label Resources. Alright, anytime I'm working on designs, I try to just create folders where I have all my design resources, so it makes the work much more easier for me. So you click on that, and these are the resources we are going to be using. These are the resources we are going to be using. Not so many though. But then at the end, you are going to end up creating a very stunning artwork. Alright, so let's just follow through. You highlight all, then click on import. Now just position them randomly on the page. The arrangement doesn't really matter. We are going to work on that. Now the very next thing is to create a background for your design. Okay, so use the rectangle tool, double click and drag. Then specify the same dimension you specify for the page design right here. So the height is 3 centimeters. Then press enter and P to center align with the background you've created. Now we need to take off the outline. Always when working, we need to take off the outline. Alright, unless you have a reason not to. Unless you have a reason not to. So you click on this very drop down arrow and choose none. Okay, so the outline is gone. You can see that, right? So you are going to apply a gradient fill of orange and yellow. So we move to the interactive fill right here, click on that, double click and drag. Okay, by default it applies a gradient fill of black and white. So you click on a white box, click on the color yellow, click on a black box and click on orange. Very good. So this is what you are going to have, guys. You see how radiant it looks. Now, remember that anytime you are working on design, you need to consider the information you are trying to communicate and the purpose of the design. All right. So this is a fruit juice artwork, and the main ingredient is pineapple. Okay, so pineapple fruit juice. So if we should go with a different color, it really won't work very well. All right, so that is why we had to just go with the option of using a combination of orange and yellow. I hope you get it. Good. Now we need to bring in our text elements. So I have them in Word. I'm going to go right there, make a copy of this, come back to CorelDraw, select the text tool, click once and paste. Click once and paste. So this is what we have These are all the text elements we are going to have on this design. Now this is a label design, so we are going to have ingredients, health benefits, nutritional information, manufacturing date, contact details, and a whole lot. Okay, so these are the details we are going to be using for this artwork. Very good. Now we want to position this pineapple image right here. So Control X, Control V to bring that to the very top. You want to position it right here. Okay. Right click, select bar clip, and click on a background to position it in the background. Then you are going to bring this very image right here. Okay. Control X, Control V, or Control Page Up to bring it up. Right click, power clip as well. We are going to do the same for this. Power clip. Don't worry about the positioning. Alright, we will work on that. Now to edit the power clip, you simply select the object, the power clip, click on edit. Alright, and it takes you to the power clip where you make adjustments to your images or objects you have in the power clip. Very good. Now with this very particular image, we want to apply a blur effect to it. Alright, so what we are going to do is that we select this, go to effect, select blur, motion blur. Alright, select motion blur, allow it to adjust. If you are not okay with that, adjust it a bit till you perfectly get the desired blurriness you want on your image. When done with that, simply click on finish. Okay, so this is what we are going to have as our background. This looks really good. Now text elements, the name of the product. Okay, so this is what we have right here. You cut that out, click paste. Very good. Now you need to separate all these text elements. So Control K to separate. Okay, Control K to separate the words from one another. Then we position this right here. We'll come back to that. Now we are going to apply a different font to this, Pure Pine and Squeeze. Okay, so the font we are going to be using is called Crinkles. So you simply come to your fonts, type in Crinkles. Now this was a downloaded font. Okay, so unless you actually have it downloaded, you can't find it among your fonts, among your default fonts. Okay, so this is what we are going to be using. Then we apply the same font style to this. Okay, very good. Now the spacing seems to be less, so we are going to increase this a bit. Yeah, so this is what we want to have at the end. Okay, this looks perfectly well. All right, so you position this right here. Make sure the alignment on the background is perfectly down. Okay, then Control G to go, then apply a white color to this. Okay, then Control C, Control V, page down and apply a different color of this. Okay, the page down to bring that down again. Now scale this down a bit. Okay, you could see how it looks, right? I think I need to change this color. I need to change this color to a much deeper color. Okay, this looks very cool. Okay, this looks very cool. All right, so this is what we actually have done. Very good. All right, so we are going to use a font called Corel for this. Corel, actually. Okay, so we are just going to break this apart. Bring this down. capitalize this as well. Percent, yes, we need to capitalize this as well. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and use the percentage sign rather than having it typed. Okay, so this looks really cool. This looks really, really cool. So we're just going to position this right here, reduce the spacing a bit, and we are good to go. Center align that. Okay, we want to make sure we follow the principles that guide us as designers in working on designs. All right, so center align that, and this should be perfectly fine. Now this very image, we are going to bring this right here, Control X, Control V to bring that up. We just want to apply some nice effect to our main text. So we blur this a bit, motion blur. Okay, we can increase that a bit if we want. Okay, very good. I think I really need to bring this down a bit. Okay, good. Now this is looking really nice. Okay, so we can increase the size of this a bit. Increase the size of this a bit. All right, very good. Now the next thing is to position the other text elements on the design. So we have the ingredients, the health benefits, nutritional information. Okay, so first we are starting off with the ingredients. Position it right here. All right, good. Reduce the spacing of that a bit. Good. Now the health benefits, okay. Copy that as well. Paste it right here. We'll be working on all this, all right. So we just want to position them randomly on the page at where they should be actually. After which we are going to be working on them all, okay. So we position this right here. Manufactured by. Yeah, I think I can just possibly go ahead and copy all this, all right. Very good. Then we position this right here as well. So guys, it's always about the alignment of your elements on the design. The alignment, cut this out, paste it right here. Bold this, all right. Bold this as well. Great. Now this natural fresh, we are going to be using, we are going to be creating a shape on which we are going to have it on. Okay, so we shouldn't really worry about that. Let's position this down a bit. All right, good. I'm going to have to bring this down. It's a bit too elongated. Hold this a bit. Good. All right. We are good to go. All right. Now let's go with these text elements we have here. We need to create some emphasis, all right, around the various headings. We are just going to cut that out, paste it right here. Increase the size a bit and change the color of this to white, okay. Cut this out, paste. Keep this white, all right. Increase the size a bit. select all this, left align. Okay, so you simply just press L on your keyboard to left align. Simply press L to left align. Very good. We are going to be doing the same for this as well. Just drag this down a bit. Give it a color white. Great. Select this as well. Then P to horizontally align them. Okay. P to horizontally align them. Now reduce the spacing among the various nutritional information. Okay. Great. Now we need to create a very small circle just to represent these items. Okay. Make a duplicate using the shortcut Ctrl D to duplicate. Okay. Ctrl D to duplicate. Let's duplicate all this and align them to this as well. All right, I think you can work better on that, right? Good. Highlight all, C to center, align them all. Okay, so this is what we are going to have at this very section. Now there is a notice, not for sale. So we are going to create a shape right here. Create a shape right here. Use the shape tool. Drag this very corner. Okay. Drag this very corner of the object. Make a duplicate. Okay. Give it color red. Great. Take up the outline. Right click and power clip into this object. Edit power clip. Adjust that a bit to fit perfectly fine. Okay, can increase the size a bit. Alright. Okay, so we are going to give this a color of white. Pick up the outline. Okay. And make a duplicate of this very text. Sorry. Double click on this to edit, not for sale. Ctrl K to break that apart. Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Place this right here. Now you might want to consider bolding that. Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Okay, this color white, so we need to change that to red. Great. Highlight all, C to align. All right. C to align. So this is what we are going to have, guys. This is exactly what we are going to have. Now the final thing we need to do is to create a shape. I would like us all to pay attention to this very part because it's a little tricky. All right, so you need to be very familiar with the freehand tool to really work around this. You can probably use a rectangle tool to as well work on it, but then with the freehand tool, it just gives you that flexibility and ease. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead. So you double click, drag. Great. So this is what you are going to have. Okay, so you use a shape tool to edit that. Actually, use the shape tool to edit that. then you could possibly see the beauty of it, right? By just using the shape tool and your freehand tool. This actually requires a lot of practice, okay? So you need to always practice with these tools if you really want to become really good at drawing shapes of various kinds with them. All right, very good. So this is what we are going to have, okay? This is what we want to have at the end. So use your interactive fill to apply a gradient full of black and green, light green. Take off the outline. All right, take off the outline. Now use the freehand tool once again and just drag a shape right here, okay? Then drag another curvy shape right here. Good. Now select both, hold down Ctrl, Shift, and Q to separate the outline of the shapes you've drawn from the object. Okay, so this time you can directly apply color to them. Now you move to your effects, blur, Gaussian blur. You want to add just some highlights to these very objects. Okay, good. So at the end of it all, this is what you are going to have. All right, you want to reduce the opacity of that a bit. This is perfect. Now select the shape created and Ctrl G to group them. Ctrl G to group. Very good. Now this is where we are going to be placing this naturally fresh. So Ctrl K to separate that. Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Alright. Give this a color white. Ctrl X, Ctrl V. And a color white as well. Now we need to align these text elements. L to send left align them actually. Increase the size of this a bit. Ctrl G to group them. Alright, great. So this is what we have at the end of this video. A simple but yet effective label design. A simple but yet effective label design. Alright, so guys, this is where we'll end today's video. I'll encourage you all, if you are new to the channel, to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like, comment, and share to friends who are interested and willing to learn graphic designing. See you another time.